Okay, let us continue our discussion for today regarding the sum and the product of the given quadratic equation. Let's say in equation number 1, we have the equation 3x squared plus 2 is equals to 5x. As you see, our quadratic equation is not arranged in the standard position of the equation. So all you have to do is to make this in the standard position. We have here 3x squared minus 5x plus 2 is equals to 0. Then we are going to state what will be the sum and product of the given roots of the quadratic equation. So the sum should be a, or shall we say, we call this r sub 1 plus r sub 2 is equals to, this is negative 5, diba? Or sorry. No. So before we get what we call the sum and product of these roots, we divide all of them by the coefficient of x squared. That's 3, and then it's 3, and also this 3. So if we're going to rewrite this one, this will give us x squared minus 5x over 3 plus 2 over 3 is equals to 0. Now the question is, the answer would be, the sum of the roots are r sub 1 plus r sub 2 will give you, this is negative 5 over 3. So we're going to find the additive inverse. This will become 5 over 3. What about the roots? The product of the roots, r sub 1 times r sub 2, or will give you the answer of 2 over 3. See? The middle term should be the sum of the roots, but we're going to find the additive inverse. And the product of the roots would be the last term, or the c. So that is. Now let's find the sum and product of the roots of equation number 2. Let's just erase this one. Okay. Now, our equation for number 2 gives us this equation. So d squared plus 3d plus 5 is equals to 0. Take note that your equation is in standard position and the coefficient of x squared is already 1. So all you have to do is to look for the middle term. So the sum of the roots would be, that is 3. Find the additive inverse of 3. This will becomes negative 3. And the product of the roots is last term, that is 5. Okay. That is for number 2. Okay. And what about for number 3? For number 3, we have this one. Okay. For number 3, we have this equation, 6a squared plus 7a minus 2. We forgot 0 here. So in this case, the coefficient of a squared of highest exponent is 6. So all you have to do is to divide all of them by 6. 6. Lahat sila, divide natin. So this will become a squared, kasi makakancel yung 6 dyan, plus 7 over 6a. And of course, last term should be 2 over 6 or 1/3. That is the reduced form of 2 over 6. Now, what will be your sum of your roots? So r1 plus r2. So the additive inverse of 7 over 6, this will becomes negative 7 over 6. And the product of your roots will give you negative 1 over 3. So that is. Now let's go to another topic, which is solving rational equation. Now in solving rational equation, it is synonymous with finding the value of x to satisfy the rational equation. Actually, rational equation will resolve or will end into what we call a quadratic equation. So simply saying, this solving rational equation will rational equation that will transform into quadratic equation. So how are we going to solve like this kind of equation? Let's say we have here the given 3 over x minus 1 is equals to 11 over 2x minus 5. Now, what is an extraneous root? Class, an extraneous root is actually a roots or ito yung mga sagot na lumabas sa inyong solution, but if you're going to replace or to substitute the value of these roots will not satisfy the equation. So those are what we call extraneous root. Nag-a-appear sila sa solution pero pag ni-replace mo siya sa value ng x, hindi siya nag-fit sa dalawang equation. So ang tawag doon ay extraneous roots. It appears in the solution, in the computation, but actually it's not the solution. So you're going to find the best solution by replacing the value of x and solve the equation. Okay, so ang unang yung gagawin dito is i-multiply nyo both sides by the common equation. The common equation or the common denominator, LCD, it's x minus 1 and then the other one is 2x minus 5. Both of them ha, sa kabila ganun din. This is x minus 1 and then 2x minus 5. Okay, ito gagawin niyo. Actually, what I'm trying this is cancel and multiply. So dito sa part na to, ang makakancel din yung pareho niyang equation or expression like this one. Makakancel yan. So ang matitira is 3 and then you multiply the remaining factor. That's 2x minus 5. On the other side, ang makakancel mo dito is ito. Makakancel mo yan. And it will give you 11 then x minus 1. And then, all you have to do is to use the distributive property of equality. So this one, this is 6x minus 15. Dahil ganun yan, is equals to 11x minus 11. And then, we transpose x to the other side and to constant to the right side. So this is 6x minus 11x is equals to negative 11 plus 15. Nag-change lang sila ng position. Subtract this one will give you negative 5x and this will give you positive 4. Right? And then divide both sides by the common coefficient of x which is negative 5. Negative 5. Cancel nyo to. So x here will give you the answer of negative 4 over 5. So there's only one root in this kind of equation. So therefore, there is no another root. So walang possibility na magkakaroon siya ng extraneous roots. Okay, tingnan muna natin. Okay. Next equation. Okay, let's try another equation. What about this equation? How are we going to solve this one? Let's say we have here 5 over x, then plus 4, then x plus 3 equals to 8, and this is x squared plus 3x. Actually, ang una nyong gagawin para hindi kayo malito ha, is yung, kung factorable pa yung mga denominator, i-refactor nyo. Let's say for this one, you have 5 over x plus 4, tapos x plus 3. Itong kabila, factorable pa ito eh. It's 8 is equals to over x, then x plus 3. Okay? So, malinaw dito na ang factor na gagamitin mo is x, then x plus 3. That is the LCD. X, then x plus 3. Okay. So, this time, so i-multiply mo yan sila sa magkabilang side. So dito, sa unang part na yan, ang makakancel mo dyan is yung x. So ang matitira is 5, then x plus 3. While on the other side, ang makakancel mo dyan is x plus 3. So ang matitira is 4x equals, sa kabila, lahat sila ay makakancel. Cancel lahat yan. So ang matitira is 8. So this is 5x plus 15 is plus 4x is equals to 8. Okay, and then this would be 5x plus 4x. This is 8 minus 15. So add natin to, then becomes 9x. This is negative 6. Divide both side by 9, which is the common factor of x. Cancel mo yung 9. So following here, we have x is equals to negative 6 over 9. But still, this is reducible. So x would be simplified as negative 3 or negative 2 over 3. So that would be the value of x. On to our next example, we have an equation or rational equation such as this one, x minus 3 over 2x plus 3 over x equals to 5. Now, tandaan natin ang lagi nyo magiging LCD dyan is yung nasa ilalim. No? So, dito, the LCD here, of course, is 2x. The other one is 2x. Hindi 2x and x kasi yung x na yan, meron naman din dito. So, isa lang ang kuhaan nyo dyan. Now, dito muna tayo sa part na to. Sa part na yan, makakancel mo yung 2x dyan. Diba? Makakancel mo yung 2x. So, ang matitira lang dyan is x minus 3. Sa part na to, ano lang ang pwede mo makancel dyan? That is only x. So, ang matitira is plus 6. Kasi, 2 times 3, that's 6, is equals to, this is 10x. Yan. So, solve nyo muna to. This will give you x plus 3. On the other side, you have 10x. And then, lipat mo yung 10 sa kabila. So, x minus 10 will give you negative 3. Okay, this is negative, 10x pala, 10x. Negative 9x will give you negative 3. And then, divide both sides by negative 9, which is the common factor of 9x. Or negative 9x rather. So this x will give you, this is 3 over 9. Or shall we say, in reduced form, we have 1 over 3. That is. Okay. Next to our example, what about this one? X plus 1 over 3 minus x plus 1 over x plus 2 will give you an answer of 0. Okay. Again, LCD, of course, kung ano nasa baba, yun ang LCD niyan. The LCD would be 3 and x plus 2. The other side, we have 3, then x plus 2. Okay, sa part na to, ang maka-cancel mo dyan is yung 3. So, ang matitira is x plus 2, then x plus 1. On the other side, ang matitira is 3. This negative 3, this x plus 1. And then the other side, 0 na siya. Kasi pag multiply mo yan, 0 yan. O, take note of this part. This is what we call, it will result into a quadratic equation. So, kung natandaan nyo pa yung foil, yung grade 8 ninyo, if you're going to multiply this one, first term first, that's x squared. Then, 2x plus x will give you plus 3x. Or shall we say, kasi class 1 naman yan. So, 2 plus 1 is 3. Then, copy the common x. And then, plus, multiply nyo ito. That will give you 2. Then, negative 3x, negative 3 is equals to 0. If you're going to look at this one, pwede nyo makancel yan. Yan. 0 na yan. And then, x squared plus 2 minus 3 is equals to 0. So, this is x squared minus 1 is equals to 0. And then, transpose 1 to the other side. So, x squared, this is 1. And then, extract the roots of the other number. So, at the right side. So, this will give you x is equals to the square root of 1. Since this is the roots, you're going to write down positive and negative. Remember, the roots of quadratic equation, as I told you earlier, it composed of 2. One which is the positive roots known as the principal roots, and the other one which is the negative root known as the secondary roots. Now, further finding, the square root of 1 will give you positive, negative 1. So it means that the roots of this, or the value of x could be either positive 1 or negative 1. Okay, that is.